Hello, everybody, and welcome to a live reaction to the State of Play for The Last of Us Part 2 from MinnMax. I'm Ben Hanson, joined by Kyle Hilliard.
In the dark.
And Jeff Marchiafava.
In the...
Perfect.
We're very opposite, Kyle.
I know, it's on purpose.
And it
Not 'cause
represents...
my light broke in my closet.
It represents the duality of all of us and out of all the characters within The Last of Us. Also, the font treatment for The Last of Us Part 2 here. There's a lot of great symbolism overall with what we're going for here at MinnMax. But this is the State of Play. It was just, God, was that last week or 2 weeks ago? The Ghost of Tsushima State of Play? These things are coming fast and
2
loose.
weeks ago, I think? Yeah.
That's wild. And so they say, in their words on social media, that this is going to be a deep dive. So not quite the deepest dive. They might leave that to us in the future.
About 20 minutes long, 8 minutes of gameplay at the end, I think they said.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
I was on the fence about watching this for a number of reasons. Number one being spoilers, which are rough. We're not going to look at the chat during this. You might not want to either. We know it's complicated and messy, but this is the world we're in with an enraged internet, so we're going to go in a little bit blind. But were you guys also on the fence about whether or not you want to watch this ahead of time?
I wouldn't be watching it right now if we weren't doing it live.
Yeah, I know. Gosh, because it'd be fun to have...
I actively don't want to watch it, honestly. Like, I'm excited to...
Why'd you guys
Can we just close our eyes?
No, please don't. Why'd you guys agree to do this then, you maniacs?
Because it's fun to communicate with the community, and, you know...
It is very fun, even though I'm scared of the chat.
Yeah, we do want to talk about it on the show. It'd be weird if we were like, well, there's a big Last of Us thing that happened, but we didn't watch it.
None of us watched it because we're afraid of spoilers.
Right. Yeah. In the interest of our own cowardice. So yeah, we're going to be talking with this on the new episode of the MinnMax Show podcast. You can find that in any of your favorite podcast apps or also on YouTube. And we're going to be talking about other stuff as well. Talking about Monster Train, a little bit about Maneater, Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, Minecraft Dungeons, and then we're going to try a new segment on there as well about things that have been overlooked in the game industry. Kyle, are you excited about that one?
Yeah, you sent me down a bit of a rabbit hole earlier.
Oh, good.
For this thing, which I was like, you suggested we were going to talk about this, and I was like, okay, let me look at it. And I was like, whoa, this is more interesting than I expected.
Yeah, maybe that could be the segment's name, is something about a rabbit hole. What's a fun play?
I like more interesting than I expected. I think that was a good idea.
Okay, all right. It's tough because you don't want to overlap with Get a Load of This, which you already have as a segment. But hey, look out! Naughty Dog news incoming!
With the 80s art?
Oh, yeah. This boot up throws me every time. I guess they got to do something, huh?
Is that supposed to be a PS4? Is that the idea?
But will they change the look of it? I guess they will for State of Plays for PS5.
Does it beep again? Like the beep, beep, beep. You unplugged me incorrectly.
You're doing something wrong. Do you ever have that where you unplug your PS4 and it still beeps or it still is lit up?
Mm-hmm.
That freaks me out.
100% of the time.
It makes me think someone snuck a bomb in there.
You should turn off annotations, Hanson.
Okay. Shh. Mm-hmm.
I wish things were different.
Ellie! This is the last trailer.
I think they...
Please stop!
Hey, is this game gonna bum us the hell out?
Perfect timing to be bummed out.
I don't know, man.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
What are we doing here?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Shh. You're too. Shh.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
Is that Joel's brother?
Do
Yeah.
they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want.
Arrows in my inventory.
I really hope you make it.
That guy's tone. Tough read, right?
I guess. Like, angry-ish?
Yeah.
I have to finish it.
This red stuff is really
There's a
jarring.
cost.
Like that red room. It seems like something's going on there that's gonna be big.
Yeah. Gotta finish it.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have.
Ellie seems really mad.
Huh.
Guys, this might be a good
I'm Neil
game.
Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty
Had you
Dog
not
and
seen
the
that yet,
director
Java?
Of The Last
No.
of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away
I
from
forgot
launch
Neil
on
Druckmann
June
was vice
19th,
president.
when the game will
they
finally be
announce
in
that?
your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented
so.
and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different,
I hope they talk about
something we've never done
how
before.
development's working.
I'd be curious to know, yeah. 'Cause
Over
they
the
have a
next
ton
20 minutes
left,
or
I'm
so,
sure.
we're
at this
going to
point,
give you an
but-
in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
Please be the dance minigame. Just anything uplifting. Please, Naughty Dog, don't do this to us.
Just wholesale
what
rip-off
happened.
7 remake.
I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
Interesting. I wonder if this is the very, very beginning then.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our
Name
goal
it.
was to make these environments not only beautiful,
the Naughty
but
Dog
feel as
engine, they just
grounded
named
and
it.
authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it.
Oh, cool.
The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
Oh, weird.
These more
some
open
Uncharted stuff
environments
right
also
there.
give
Yeah,
you
very
strategic
Uncharted 4.
considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback
clicker?
riding will
I
allow
feel like I've
Ellie
seen
to
hardly
quickly
any of
cover
these.
some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the
Neil
path
likes
to
doing this
finding
kind of
those who have
monologuing,
wronged her,
this
she must
video.
face the many threats of this
I feel like
unknown
such a
city.
douche. He's doing a good job, but wouldn't it be uncomfortable?
In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine
Talking to yourself
zone,
for an
Seattle has
extended period of
become a
time?
war zone.
Yeah, like
Being recorded.
MinnMax's,
Two
our
warring
Patreon exclusive
factions find
podcast every
themselves
single
in an
Monday.
Ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Don't show this. Don't show this again. Don't show this again. Don't show this again. Okay.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world
Thanks,
to
Neil.
its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. They are the recently infected runners who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence.
I don't think I've been thinking enough about how intense this game's going to be. This is going to destroy us.
Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Sounds like a lion.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and environment to your advantage.
Hey, they're taking place in Seattle, so that's the first rock thrown.
The WLF patrol the streets
It's
of Seattle
Oregon. It's
with
completely
guard
different.
dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
You think this guy's connected to the
They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
They could be hiding anywhere.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden.
It's nice they haven't
If enemies
shown
get
too
close
much
enough,
new.
They can discover you.
I know that's a
even in
weird
grass.
thing to say, but I am
When Ellie is
appreciative of it.
overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack.
Yeah,
You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
Man alive.
But they call her by their name?
Ellie isn't always alone on her journey.
Yeah, yeah.
Allies will take part in helping
They talked about that
navigate
before,
the
that they named every
environments,
NPC.
spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Back off!
You laughing, Jeffem?
It just that was like the
When a human
15th guy
survives
screaming
and
as his
infected,
guts are
there
getting
will be
ripped out.
times where multiple threats are present, creating new.
It's weird that he said that as his guts were being ripped out. I'm the 15th guy!
That's my name,
You can
15th
choose whether
guy.
to attack these opponents separately and
Don't
directly.
wear it out. Goes a little something
or
like this.
find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
Is this the red environment from the trailer, I wonder? I don't know why I'm so fixated on that. Maybe I
Our
shouldn't
goal
be.
is to create unparalleled attention,
probably
coupled
not
with deep
visually
systems that
interesting.
give you greater
Ooh.
control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character.
That's cool.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Loop.
Was there a bow and arrow in Last of Us? I don't remember now.
Yes.
All of these
What?
gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey.
Did just Ellie have it?
Because I remember the
That's what
cutscene
I
of her
remember.
shooting the rabbit, but I don't remember using it in combat.
I think maybe she just has it for that winter
As we've
stuff.
said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2.
You can knife a
We
woman.
can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay. Enjoy.
This will be a hoot.
Not everything has to be a joyful romp.
I
Hanson.
know. It's just weird then when they're like, I hope you enjoy. I guess enjoy is that
I
weird
hope you
word.
have fun.
Yeah. They're not saying that. It's just you can
Yeah.
enjoy looking at something horrific. Right, Kyle? You're always talking about that
Yeah, I love it.
those weird videos you're looking up all the time.
Mm-hmm. Did I send you that you stopped opening my links?
Yeah. I just think the Hindenburg's worth another look.
Maybe it's just 8 minutes of Ellie taking a bath.
Yeah.
I mean, you would enjoy that, wouldn't you, you freak?
Oh my god.
Does her shirt get wet Nathan Drake style?
I mean, it looks wet. Don't look
She
dry.
gets out though. We all remember that incredible innovation when we first played the original Uncharted, right? That his shirt would get appropriately wet.
It's
It was
very
mind-blowing.
impressive. Oh, swimming. The last thing I'd want to do in the apocalypse is go underwater.
Wait, wasn't that a big thing that Ellie couldn't swim, right? Because you had to like
She's on the raft
move
things?
around. Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's learned how to swim.
I guess so.
Good for her.
Way to go, Ellie. First whistling,
There
now
is-
swimming? There's nothing you
there
can't
is-
murder.
There's opportunity for personal growth in the apocalypse. That's good to know.
Earbuds.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
This is a nice
Love it.
Girl named Nora.
See, look, there are jokes, Hanson.
You're
Come on.
right.
We're in the hospital.
I don't call the Vita a joke,
They're
Kyle.
clearing out the upper floors.
God, she better be playing Golden Abyss. I swear to God, if she's playing anything other than Golden Abyss.
Show it. Oh, there was a frame there, wasn't it? I'm going to go back and look at that later. We're going to get this sucker. Trying to tell from the audio, is it like Gravity Rush?
Oh, come on, let's see. Enhance. Pick it up, Ellie.
Look down.
Take that.
Oh! That has
They
to be
know.
Gravity Rush's soundtrack, don't
They
you think?
know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
It's like a techno-y soundtrack.
It's Gravity Rush, is that what you're saying?
I
Gravity
think
Rush
so, right?
isn't techno-y.
Isn't it?
It's more orchestrated.
Oh, really?
If I remember. It's too bad Suriel's not here. He's Gravity Rush's soundtrack's biggest fan.
Must be Sound Shapes then.
Sound shapes, yeah.
I bet you do. No, this is not fair.
Kingdom for Keflings? Is that game?
telling you, man. Data
Is that a Vita game?
makes these ships
I don't
so
think so.
much easier.
just live arcade.
Sure. I'll keep
Damn
that
it.
in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Hope that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fob?
What?
I heard
Oh,
that Isaac
okay.
wants
So that
us to
was
retake
silence.
all
Is
the
that
men
like
in town.
a proper silencer, or do you have like a bottle taped on the end?
I don't know.
No way. Not after what went down
If I've learned
last
anything
time.
from video games, there's no difference
Even
between those two
Isaac isn't
things,
that
Cal.
crazy.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I heard.
Looks like a bottle. By the way,
Also
the game I was thinking of, Kyle, for Vita was Little Deviants, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. She wasn't using the back touch panel, so I don't think it's Little Deviants.
Okay. Ellie, just come on, girl. Just go back and play that Vita. You'll have a good time. You don't need to do this.
Well, she didn't get to ask the woman how she charged the Vita, so you know what's its purpose at this point.
It's weird seeing this after technically seeing gameplay running on a PlayStation 5. I didn't think it would affect me, but it's weird to see the age in this generation in what's going to be probably the best looking game of the generation already, you know?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Dog didn't like that. I worry about the game being like, it's not really a worry, I guess it's the wrong word, but being too open. I kind of like it being sort of restricted in terms of where you know, being on the path a little bit when it comes to narrative games like this.
Yeah, I hear you. I know Naughty Dog's pushing that direction, but I don't know if I want them to. You know, even like the bigger environments and Lost Legacy and stuff. I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, I think that held it back a little bit.
Yeah. Naughty Dog doesn't see it that way. You know, they see it as cool innovation. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Ouch. There was a small touch earlier that I liked where you couldn't just jump through a glass window. Ellie had to break it manually before she could climb through.
You like that two-stage process?
Yeah, I like that little touch.
Saw movement.
I'll go check it out. I got you covered.
Holy shit!
Shit! Look out! No! Over here!
Is that, oh,
For now, Brooke!
Jesus.
a lot of gurgles.
Game, man.
I found her!
The nail bat in Final Fantasy didn't feel as brutal.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun when we murdered people with that, or put them to sleep, or whatever that game wants us to believe was happening to them.
Is there an on-screen life meter in the bottom right, or that's your ammo, right?
I think that must be your
Yeah,
life.
what's that?
Yeah.
That circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
circle?
ammo, right?
No, ammo's to the
No,
left.
Ammo's under the gun.
Yeah, because it says 4 out of 1, right? Or, yeah.
It's the same shape as Resident Evil 4's life bar? Because I know they love Resident Evil 4.
Oh.
Does it have that same curvature to it?
I think it's mirrored, actually.
Oh, really?
Like, you know, reverse it, basically. But
Drop down, flip it, and reverse it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right, it is. What?
Do you recognize that song?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What is it?
I'm not smart enough to know what it is technically. I'm not Matt Helgeson, host of MinnMax's, our music podcast, which is stellar.
Stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora.
Drop a grenade down.
Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
do you think you'll be playing as Ellie 100% of the game?
Good question.
I feel like you will be. I don't think you're going to pop over to anyone else.
Hang on, you guys seeing this? This is a weird choice. It's a really weird choice from Naughty Dog's part.
Don't scream.
Oh, no.
I don't think
God, Epic just has to ruin everything, don't they?
Okay,
the worst.
Okay.
God, we missed so much.
You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Mystery.
It's a good way to end it.
Yeah. Smart.
That game will be all right.
I'm worried about playing it.
Yeah, just on an emotional level.
I think so. I really think so. And yeah, you can call me a fake ass gamer boy. That's fine. I think that's going to be so intense. It's going to be terrifying.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man.
All right, now we do what every good gamer should do. Slow down the YouTube video so we can see exactly what game she's playing. All right, so let's see. We can go here because there's one frame where you see it, right?
Slow it down. All right.
Big money, big money, big money, big money.
All right. Oh, this is almost as intense as what we watched earlier.
Yeah. Welcome to our Let's Play of trying to freeze frame YouTube.
Looks like it's an older model Vita as opposed to the more recent one, I think.
Okay. Oh.
I did like how she pulled out the earbuds. I thought that was a nice little touch.
Yeah.
Like, you got to hear me when I threaten your life.
It's a nice little back touch. Oh my gosh. When's she going to flip it?
Come on.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Good work, Hanson.
Thank you. I might be able to get another one in there.
Okay, so
it
I think
has to be a game.
I think it's the PSP God of War game that she somehow managed to download.
It looks like a cooking mama or something. It looks like, is that UI? If you, okay, so this is vertical this way, like the top's at her
upside
head.
down, right?
Oh.
All right, that's all we got.
That's tough.
Figured out from that and the music. No, good God! It lets you appreciate Naughty Dog's animation, which is nice.
I know, it's
amazing.
Too good. Look at how mad she is. Right in those teeth.
Okay.
Oh
no! Come on.
Show us the Vita again. Hail the conquering Vita.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, you got to zoom in and enhance.
Okay.
Yeah, screenshot
and
that.
Zoom.
And then.
Oh boy. All right. Thanks so much for joining us for this reaction video, everybody. We're not going to look at the comments too much because I don't want to be spoiled. So please, if you're watching this after the fact, be careful of comments, even on this video, please. We'll be talking more about this on the MinnMax's Show podcast, in addition to a bunch of other fun topics. Check it out, please. We'd appreciate it if you subscribed on your favorite podcast app, and we'll see you there. Also, we have a bunch of new shows on the horizon with MinnMax, so please check it out. Jeffem, do you want to instill any wise parting words?
Watch the show.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Tomorrow.
Bye.